The spirit component, also known as your energies component, or energy component, as long as you can think in terms of conglomerate energy as one thing, a certain oneness to it. All the energies as a certain oneness or energy. So, the energy component, what is this? Holy criminy, this one is so mixed up and confused because of our religion. We have put this together on the same couch as the soul. These are not even close. They're not the same thing. They never will be the same thing. They never have been the same thing, and they're never going to be the same thing. The energy component and the soul component are two very different, separate things. I know the Apostle Paul writes them as one thing, but that was a long time ago. The nuclear bomb had not gone off. We didn't have satellites up in the planet. The planet wasn't being poisoned by all kinds of crazy people doing ideologically insane things. It was a different time. This is 2016, planet Earth, couched in the solar system, couched in this district of our galaxy. So, when we look at things, we need to look at them from the perspective of the here and now, because that's where we are, and this is going to help us navigate our lives in the here and in the now. So, the component of energy is its own component. Please do not confuse this with soul component. We're going to get to that next. Spirit component. Spirit component. Whether you know it or not, or whether you realize it or not, you are actually alive, that is to say, invived, if you broke that down into its language, because of the spirit component. Spirit and energy are the same things. When lightning bolts come out of the sky, that's the spirit component. Believe it or not. We like to think of this, oh, it's some religious stuff. No, it's not. It's energy. It's energy. It's not the soul of blah 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 and all the other religious stuff. It's not that. It is actually the energy in your body. Now, we're going to take a look at something that I'm incredibly familiar with, and that is going to be Chinese medicine or Eastern medicine, because we want to set this up with something that your mind can wrap around in the here and now, and not, with a whole bunch of stuff that's esoteric, because energy can become quite esoteric if it's not explained properly. Now, lightning out of the sky when there's a big storm is a good explanation of, here's a spirit component, that stuff is scary, it can kill you, don't think it can't. It is dangerous stuff, it can destroy your life, and it does kill people all the time. That's part of the spirit component, but it's part of the spirit component of this planet. In the very beginning of this, in part 1, I described something I wanted to drop into your mind, and that is the universe also is set up with these 4 components, and we are a type and shadow of the universe. Okay, so lightning is very real. So is our spirit component very real. Do not listen to the idiocy of the people that claim, quote unquote, I'm a skeptic, you cannot fool me, I am a thinker, I think, everything else is esoteric, nonsensical bullshit. Don't listen to them. They are running around scared because they can't explain something, so therefore it's nonsense. It's like saying there's no love because I can't explain it, yet they experience it. There's no God because I can't explain it, yet they experience it. They just don't know they're experiencing it because they're couching it in some religious mumbo jumbo from a past that they absolutely hate and dread. So let's not get caught up in all of that nonsense. Let's take a look at the spirit component and how really scientific it all is. I'm going to hit you with a concept and a word that comes out of something I spent so many damn years in, and that is called internal Chinese Kung Fu. Now please don't come and beat me up. I'm an old man now, okay? I can't take having somebody crack my head open anymore. I'm not that person anymore. I'm on the path of, I'm on a different path. So, I don't need to prove anything. If you want to say I'm not a martial artist, I'll agree with you, just to save myself trouble. But in internal Chinese Kung Fu, you study something called Qi. Qi, C-H-I. Different cultures from different times had different words for this. In the Japanese culture, it's called Ki, Ki. In the ancient Egyptian culture, it's called Ka, K-A. In the Indian culture from India, they call this Prana, P-R-A-N-A. And various different cultures from various different times on the history of this planet call it various different things, but it is the spirit component. So, I want to take you into a really brief, quick look at Chinese medicine because I want you to see how very real this is, and the studies are all over the place. You just have to look them up. It's that simple, really. When I get done with this little spirit component thing, it's going to make perfect sense to you. It's going to become very, very simplified. Humans are designed a certain way. This is what we are. I don't really give a crap about what you think about our origins. It doesn't matter. I happen to believe that we were designed. That doesn't matter either, because it's not relevant to the here and now. This kind of human has been around for thousands of years. Several thousands of years, if not more. So all of that stuff is not relevant to this discussion. I'm going to use the word designed because we function a certain way. We're looking at what we are as humans. So I'm going to use the term designed. If that term doesn't suit you, feel free to change it into whatever you want. Morphed into, we have evolved into, whatever you like. I don't care. It's not relevant to the here and now. We're talking about the here and now. Planet as it is, 2016. Okay? But our human bodies, that's all of them, everybody's human body, is designed with these, and I'm going to use a religious term, and all of you religious people are going to either catch this or it's going to go over your head, but we are designed with rivers of living water inside of us, all men. In essence, we are designed with qi flow. Qi flow. I'm going to be using Chinese terminology because I studied it for so many damn years, all right? And I've used it to heal with, and I've done all kinds of stuff that's amazing with it. It really is real. But it works a certain way. The meridians, all you have to look up is Chinese medicine, and you'll be able to follow what I'm saying right there in front of your face with many, many books, many, many charts, many, many years, decades, centuries of study. This is not something I'm making up off the top of my head. This is absolutely real. The human body is designed with these rivers of living water. They're called meridians. And these meridians carry the qi The chi and the blood work in unison. That does not mean, okay, they flow down the same channel. They do not. Your veins and your arteries carry the blood. The meridians carry the chi. But they are part of the same system, and that is a spirit component system. The spirit component system is, it's not just, okay, here's one kind of chi, that's all the chi there is, there's only one kind of chi. No. It's like saying there's one kind of light. And that's nonsense. There may be 7 categories of light divided into vibrations, but there's an infinite combination of light. Same thing with chi. Same thing with chi. You could say, oh, chi is chi. It's like saying light is light. Well, light is not light. Any little physics person in any physics college course will tell you right away, you are full of crap. Light is not light. They'll just be spouting this because you'll drive them insane with this kind of thinking. Same thing with chi. There's not just this one kind and that's all there is. No. This thing has so many variables, it will blow your frigging mind. When you start looking into, never mind practicing, but if you start looking into Chinese medicine, and you look at the overall picture of what it is, and by the way, it's been an incredibly effective form of healing on planet Earth for many centuries. There is no credible human being that looks at Chinese medicine and says, oh, it's a bunch of crap. There's no credible human being that says that. There might be a bunch of ideology-filled, nonsensical, foolish human beings that say that. But there really is no credible, open-minded human being that says TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, is full of crap and it's nonsense. Not one. Not one. I guarantee you that. That is a true fact of 2016. Now, the meridians, the rivers of living water, are designed into us. They're designed into our physiology. The chi works the same way in everybody. Here's the male form, here's the female form. The points are the same. I don't care if you go to Uncle Larry over in Africa living in the jungle of the Congo, or you go over to Asia and see Uncle Louis living in the splendor of Shanghai up at the highest building because he's got so much gold packed away. Or you come over to America and talk to, Aunt Nail. And, she's a country bumpkin. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. All the humans are made this way. This is the human design. It doesn't matter if you live in the Congo. It doesn't matter if you live on the Australian continent. It doesn't matter if you live in Asia. It doesn't matter if you live in Russia. It doesn't matter if you live in Mexico. It doesn't matter if you live in South America, any of those places. It doesn't matter if you're a purebred Viking living way at the top of Iceland somewhere, like near the North Pole, where it's so cold it's like, oh my God, I'm a popsicle. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. This is the human design. And that stuff, that chi stuff, is part of the spirit component.